Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, my people.
People talk, that's what they do. But they just don't understand. Oh, Patmore, cotton not true. I'm telling the strong represent for number one, so tell them a Patmore. Hey, yeah. Patmore in my bumping. I saw him in the street there. Yes, I'm lock them up, one by one, got them now on no meditation. Out in the ambition. I know how them is that them bad mind, but more something them selection stand. Hey, tell me what them are gonna do. Tell me what you gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do. But more sound, I can do. You can't what I do.
And I lose.
You can't hide the truth from me. You can see in the truth. Not the truth. Oh, but more live on the doctor.
Share up the live, people. Share up the live. Share up the live. Share the live. Share up. Share up. Gonna have a nice night tonight. Share the live. Share up the live, people. Share up. Share up. Share up. Persons on YouTube, just share the live with your friends and your contact. Share up the live. Share up the live. Yes, no matter what you do, you can't hide the truth from the youths, you know? Yes, so Paul Patmore here again, another evening with Paul Patmore. Thank you for joining me. I'm really, really happy for your company. Tonight, I want to continue to speak on some of the plans that I have for Southern Trelawney. I know that most of my comrades always tell me that they don't want me to talk most of the plans that I have. But you know that I have so much plans. Head out for graph, you have to keep trimming me here because there's so much plans that I have. Yeah, man. Yeah, we make sure say JLP can't steal the selection. We get ourselves organized this time around. They know say yes, we know say they will TF election, yes. But we make sure say boy, we do the right thing this time around. Tonight we will be giving away $1,000 diesel credit tonight on my live. So persons out there in another, so just as the clocks, as I see the clock strike half hour, so just around 8:30, I will be giving away. I'm gonna give away the so we are only 4 minutes, 6 seconds, 8 seconds gone. We're gonna give away $1,000 credit, DigiCell credit tonight. So get your DigiCell phone, because if you have your, and I'm not gonna tell you how to put on credit, you know, because if you know how to, if you have a DigiCell phone, you should know how to put on a credit. So I'll be calling out the numbers. You're supposed to know how much number you're supposed to get. And I'll be calling out the numbers at 8:30 for DigiCell credit. So get that extra phone that you have, DigiCell phone that you have, get it and put it down. Tonight is your night to win $1,000 credit at 8:30. I must tell you that I'm really excited. I want to tell you about some of the plans that I have when I become Member of Parliament for Southern Trelawney. But before I do that, I must tell you, I want to touch on some of the projects that I started. I don't know how much of you remember that we started that sanitary napkin project. One of those projects that while on the campaign trail, we run up in a lot of persons, young ladies, that we see the need. So we spoke to some guidance counselors, some pastors, some teachers, and they point out to me that the need is even greater than I thought. Because what they were saying is that we have young girls start to see their period from grade 3. You're talking about a age 8 child start to see their period. So at that time they said, Mr. Patmore, it's a great idea and I want you to run with it. It's something that I always wanted to do it with my Rotary Club, the Christian Rotary Club, a club that have a lot of ladies. But I see where most ladies are scared to even speak about period, menstruation. The ladies are scared to talk about menstruation. And that's one of the main reasons why I said, I can't believe that's something that is just part of nature. And our females are not comfortable talking about it. Even among themselves, I find that they are even uncomfortable. So I decided that we want to invite anybody at all who want to contribute to this project. So it's led by a man, a father, now I'm a grandfather, a brother, a nephew, a uncle. Decided that I want to do this project for our needy ladies, because I notice even some of the ladies take this thing for granted because they can afford it. They not even realize the amount of young persons out there that cannot afford. And one of the things that I know is that the government will find at a health center like pills for pregnancy pill, and they do the injection, they do the pill, don't want them to get pregnant. But I can tell you that's a choice. Sex is a choice that people choose to have sex, no matter what age, yeah. But the period is just part of nature. They never choose it on themselves. And we have a lot of persons. And in your community, I'm saying, there's a lot of young ladies in your community who, can't even find food on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. Look in your community now, there's some very poor ladies, very poor young girls that cannot find food. So if they can't find food, you can imagine finding sanitary napkin on a monthly basis. But go even deeper. Look at a lady, a single mother with 2 or 3 girls. So now she don't want just for herself, she needs for her 2 girls also. So you can know the stress. At that time now, they will have to decide whether they buy food with the money or buy sanitary napkins. So it's my initiative. My initiative that I decided that I want to make a start. We want to eradicate menstrual poverty out of South Trelawney. Menstrual poverty. And we're just going to start off with South Trelawney, but it's something that we want to do island-wide. And I have some friends over in Haiti, and they're saying that they have the same problem. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to do it with Rotary Club. But I noticed that a lot of persons are scared to take up the topic. That I was criticized as a man. I must tell you that a few months ago, one of my opponents, even though his wife is a nurse, he was on the political platform, criticizing me for doing. Say, boy, I take a pad by my head. But he wouldn't understand how proud I am as a father and as a husband to take up this and say, I want to make sure that my ladies in South Trelawney My ladies, none of them must be reach a stage where they cannot afford sanitary napkin and they don't know where to get it. So it's my vision to put it. We're starting off with all our schools, primary and high schools. So we're trying to get sanitary napkins into our schools, but we also start with our health centers. So at the Wait a Bit Health Center, where we have the mental health clinic on once a month, we start to drop off sanitary napkins at that health center. So we start off with that, with sanitary napkins at the Wait a Bit Health Center. We're gonna drop some at the Louisville Health Center. That's if anyone come there in need, can. Oh my, I don't really want. We just want to keep that thing at Jamaican, So I don't really want. I don't really need that person here right now. Hold on, because just. All right. I'll pay that now, man. Yeah, so that's one of my project. That's my baby, and I'm asking all the females when you go to the supermarket this weekend, please see if you can purchase an extra one. So while you pick up for yourself, pick up an extra one. And I don't want you to send that one to Paul Patmore, the project that Paul Patmore is doing. Anywhere in Jamaica you are, look around in your community. If there's just this one female that you believe might be having some challenge to provide for her children or herself, and give it to that person. I beg you. The need is great. Me go on the road, persons will, because I'm a personality, they will come and say, Mr. Patmore, so and so. I see quite a few of them even, because they see the husband in me, they see the father, they see the big brother, and I'm really happy for that. That's why I'm moving with this project. So look around you in your community and give it to somebody in your community. And make it a point of your duty. Find out from that little girl that your daughter is playing with. Find out if they are okay with sanitary napkins. It's a big deal, people. It's something that we take simple. We overlook it. We are too scared to talk about it. But it's a big deal. Or some of our parents just cannot afford it. Some of our adults cannot afford it. We have persons that are mentally challenged. You know them. You know that they are sick. They don't have any money to go and buy. Most of them, if they are that sick, they won't take it from a man. But if you as a woman, you can just put it in a bag and you walk up to that mentally challenged person and just hand it to them. They will appreciate it. Most of the time, they don't really want, because a lot of women, they might not feel comfortable if a man just walk up to her with a little bag with sanitary napkin. So I need our ladies to deal with this. I hear a lot of horror stories about women, persons who can afford now, will say, Mr. Patmore, I want to help because I remember the days when I could not, even though I might be working, but there were days when I have to decide whether I'm going to buy or pay the taxi fare go to work. There are young girls now, the mother have to decide whether they're going to buy the sanitary napkin or give them a lunch money if they go to school. An average child right now, and parent will tell you that she need $1,500 every single day if you send a child to work at primary school. Most of them, $1,500. If you give them $1,000, if you pay a bus fare and buy lunch, it's a big ask. So you need at least $1,500. How much parent right now you think can afford $1,500? Whereas if they have 3 kids going to school, you talk about you need $4,500 per week. And then let's look at it. So $4,500 per day, and then going for 5 days. 5 days. So right this now, an average mother need $20,000 for send 3 kids to school per week. Most of these persons work in the minimum wage, so 15, 16, 17 the most. So you're short $3,000 already, you know. Plus, remember, you know, start by food yet, you know, buy them snacks. Cause even though you give them $1,500, they need snacks to put in their bag. As they come home from evening from school, then rush to the fridge. So they might look for something to eat tonight. Before dinner, you have to provide dinner for them. You have to get breakfast. You have yourself, if you go and work out of your minimum wage, same way. Even though you're short, you're already minus $3,000. But you know, start, remember, for your clothes are wear and tear just to see it. So, people, the basic things that we can make sure say our females have right now is sanitary napkins. And I'm determined that I want to eradicate menstrual poverty from Southern Trelawney. After, when I become member of parliament, I want to kickstart this project. It's up and running now. We already do a few schools. We have stocks. So if you know of any of these, anybody want that's short in Trelawney right now, I might need, please just give me a call. Number is 876-443-2153. Don't be shy. That's my number. Just call. I'll get it to you. I'll drive down. I'm so passionate about it that no matter how we're in South Trelawney you are, we try and get it. Especially if you have persons that are school kids, just tell me the school and I'll drop it after the school that the guidance counselor can provide. We want to grow this program that we have it into even in our churches, every church, because a lot of persons, the church would know persons that are in need. Because you might be see somebody working today, but maybe they just have a bad month. Bills just reach them and they have a bad month. So most of these persons, it's not that they go want every time. But whenever that bad month reach you, you must know where you can go and get it, or even a child. For the primary schools, I can tell you, one guidance counselor tell me that most of our students would start their period maybe just while playing at school there. So they are grade 3, grade 4, and then outside a play when they look, they feel a little spot. They run to the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor sometimes start panic because them don't have no money if you go buy either. Because them a live maybe most of the time, I just they fear they have to go back home. So them have to jump around and I try to find and I try to make up if you go buy. I remember when at most of the high schools, the tuck shop, they would still have it. But a lot of these girls cannot afford to buy it at the tuck shop still. That is the reason why I want to make sure so we have it with the guidance council or the nursing station would have. That's that they can do it. So please, people, don't be shy, don't be afraid to assist because the need is great. Bigger than what you expect. Bigger than what you expect. I hear persons will tell me that they when they have a little money, they have to decide whether they use if it pay stay home and buy the sanitary napkin or go to school, use the tissue and make up a little thing and then we tell you some things. That's why we know that Jamaicans are really creative. And we have to try and ease the pressure, we want persons start feel comfortable. And we want our boys now to know that this is something that our ladies go through and we need them to start. So first time, like in my time when we go to school, when teacher or guidance counselor go talk to the girls about menstruation, then I ask the boys to leave. We need our boys now to sit around and know that this is something natural. So the girls can even feel comfortable to talk to them, talk about menstruation around the boys. And the boys would have start even respect our ladies some more. Because if some women never know some of the things where women go through, maybe we would respect them more and don't just take take things for granted. You know, but so that's one of my project. So if you're able, please feel free to feel free, share up the live, people, share up the live. Feel free to contribute to the project. You can just give me a call. The number is 876-443-2153. Feel free to give me a call and we can tell you how you can contribute to the project. Yeah, man. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. My other program is the adult pampers. So we, and in the same breath, we collect or ask for contribution to provide adult pampers for elderly. Most of a lot of our elderly, they just, most of them retired, most of them just not able to work anymore. So there might be one sick and one moving around. You need at least an adult using pampers will need maybe, they're supposed to be changed at least 3 times for the day, morning, lunchtime, and evening. Most time I can tell you that persons that cannot afford to change. Maybe it's every other day. If them change every day, they're in a problem. Because a packer diaper will cost maybe anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200, $1,500. And a retired person will tell you that they cannot afford it. When you hear about somebody getting pension, you're talking about, when a man tell me say his pension that he's getting, that is somebody that work all his life. And he tell me that his pension that he gets, you're talking about just a little over $3,000 a month. A teacher might tell you that somebody who did teach like in the 70s, where in the 80s, might tell you say they might be then get $8,000 or $6,000 per month. So you can imagine that somebody have water bill for pay. At most of the time, they want to end up with a nice little house in those days. You know? Yes. I'm in Jamaica. Oh, thank you. Yeah, man. So we have to see if we can assist these persons. We want to make sure so we have the diapers. That means if somebody wants it, all them have to do is make a phone call to Paul Patmore office, and we try and get even a pack for them. Because if every now and then we can assist with at least a 1 pack or a 2 pack, I can tell you it's a big burden on a pensioner. Somebody that not working, maybe don't have any children, or maybe sometimes the children not even in a better position. You know, because if you don't change the diaper in time, you're going to end up with rash and bed sore and all of those things. So one of the things that we have to do is to make sure that we take care of our poor. We have to take care of our poor, and that's one of the things that Paul Patmore wants to make sure that we do. We have to take care of poor. So we now just get up and talk about this. Yes, as PNP, we love the poor. But what are you doing for the poor? We have to make sure so we prove that to people, that we love them and we take care of them. So the poor and needy, all our mental health persons want to make sure so we look out for them. And not just poor, as Hanson said. Not poor. Yes, Hanson. But persons in need at a time, because it's every now and then we might need a little hand ourselves, you know. So I want you to help me, my TikTokers, my family out there.